But we are just screwing with this guy's head, aren't we? He probably thinks the fucking place is haunted. What's up, guys? Darkdally here, playing Ghost Recon Wildlands, and today I want to test the noise reduction of submachine guns. At what distance is the noise detected while unsuppressed? I've mostly focused on assault rifles, not so much submachine guns, and I don't guess it's a bad thing to know. So, of course, unsuppressed. Now, I've heard that suppressed, they all have the same noise detection distance. I haven't tested that, but I've heard that from several sources. But I want to test them unsuppressed. What's the quietest SMG unsuppressed, you know? And, you know, if the stats can be believed, and if so, then what distance is it? So that's what we're out here to find out. I'm just starting from the top of the list, working down. So we're starting with the MP5 I have here, completely unmodified. I'm going to run them all stock just to, you know, take out any possible variables of any kind. Let's start at 60 meters. I mean, he's right there. Now, I've tested sound reduction before, and if you haven't seen those tests, I know for a fact that your surroundings doesn't matter. You know, there's no kind of acoustic, you know, variation with trees or terrain or even buildings in any way. It doesn't matter if they're inside or outside. And as far as I've seen, it doesn't matter if you shoot straight up in the air or if you shoot right over their head. I haven't seen any difference there either. So let's try this at, yeah, let's try this at 60 meters. This guy here is, okay, let's try actually 65, because I'm sure that it must be somewhere around there. One other thing that we know for sure is that, you know, an enemy who is suspected a gunshot will not be any more likely to detect another one. I say that because that's a possible variable that could be argued, but I've tested the same enemy over and over, and, you know. Okay, so 65 is not detected. Let's move to 64. 60, 61, we can say. We got to move this test along because, you know, I don't want this video to be half an hour long. So the MP5, we can say, is 60, 61 meters. Let's go ahead and let's swap to the next one on the list, which I believe is the SR635. Let's go find out here. Yes, indeed. I've already got this one modified down stock as well. So we'll go see what the noise reduction of this is. Now, how does it compare to the MP5? Alright, it says it's louder. Well, let's find out. Let's move back up to 65 meters. Okay. So indeed, it is louder. Now, one thing I want to say about this test here I'm doing today is, normally, you know, any testing or anything I've done in videos, I've always tested beforehand, so I already, you know, knew what I was going to do in the video. Today, I'm actually testing this as I do the video, so I have no idea, you know, what's going to happen any more than you do. Let's try 67. Alright, the SR635 was heard at 67 meters. Heard at 68. So we can say, I'd say that, I do want to try one more time actually. Alright, the SR635 is not heard at 70 meters, so we can say, and it is heard at 68, so that we can say 68, 69 meters for the SR635. I guess if you really, let's go to 69, and so we can just know for sure. The SR635 is first detected at 68 meters, so we know that now. Let's swap to the next weapon on the list, which is going to be the P90. Now these past weapons I've been able to fire a single shot. This weapon may be a little harder, so yeah, I do want to say I'm going to be putting it on single shot, you know, just to, again, to eliminate any possible variables. Let's go ahead and reset the P90 to default and try this sucker out. So let's make sure we get on single shot. Okay, so we're going to want to start at, let's start at 70. We shouldn't get any detection from there. No detection at 70 meters. It was detected at 66 meters. Alright, the P90 has the same noise reduction as the SR635. Let's go and let's compare them and see what the stats say. This is one thing that some people want to know. So, see here, the stats actually say that the SR635 is louder than the P90, but this enemy here detected him at the exact same range. He detected it at 68 meters, did not detect him at 69 meters. So I think that says a little something, and kind of makes you feel a little bit better about, you know, why I'm doing this test, so we can really know. So let's move on to the PP19. We are detected. It looks like the same, actually. They were getting detected at 68. Okay, so the PP-19 is indeed not detected at 69, and then it is detected at 68. Our problem is this target is moving, so I'm going to go find ourselves a new target that is not moving. Now, I just want to remind you that this noise reduction is shown as the same as the P90 and more than the SR635, but so far all three have the exact same, within the tolerance of 1 meter sound detection. Let's go ahead and find us a different enemy. Okay, and we are at a new location, and I got a slightly more stationary enemy here. This is much better to test on. And one thing I should have mentioned earlier is that I am testing this on just the normal, regular difficulty. So if there's any questions about that, we are on normal. Now we've tried the PP-19. Let's go ahead and move down to the next weapon on the list, which is the MP7. Now, while I don't think it matters that I shoot in the air or right past him or anything like that, I've never seen any deviation in that because I have tested that. I don't want to hit a wall or anything. I am avoiding bullet impacts. He did not hit at 69 that time. Okay, we're moving closer to 59 meters. Okay, he heard the MP7 at 59 meters. That is negative. Alright, the MP7 is indeed, so far, the quietest. The MP5 was detected at, again, if I recall, because it was like 20 minutes ago for me, about 62 meters. And the MP7 is detected at 59. Let's go ahead and swap to the next one on the list and see what we get. Next one on the list is the MPX. Okay, the MPX is detected at 60 meters. Boy, we are just screwing with this guy's head, aren't we? He probably thinks the fucking place is haunted. Detected at 60. So, the MPX is detected at 60 meters. Let's go ahead and swap to the next one. The PSG. Alright, PSG at 69 meters. Is actually suspected. I believe so far that makes this the loudest. Not detected. I'm glad I did. That's right. The PSG is not detected at 69. There can be some variables with movement and things like that. So that puts this right in line with one of the others. I can't remember right now. Again, remember guys, this is taking me a lot longer and I forget by the time I get to the next one. Not observed at 65. Let's inch forward very carefully. 63. It sounds louder, but then, there's a difference. 10mm C1 was detected at 59 meters. I'm going to try this again, just to be certain. That time we were detected at 60. Now, so if there is indeed a margin, a margin of error of 1 meter, and that's why sometimes we're getting different readings, then there's no way in hell it should be detected at 61. Okay, yeah. So that confirms the whole margin of error thing, because it could, because it was detected at 59 and then sometimes 60, you can account for a margin of error on that, but there was no way that 61 could explain that, and luckily we were not detected at 61. So we can say that the C1 is detected at 60 meters, 59 meters. I really can't get any more accurate than that. Let's try the 9x19 VSN. I wish I could narrow it down to 1 meter, but a meter is not very big. I think the margin of error I spoke of is because sometimes I'm moving towards them and when I'm moving away from them. And when you're moving towards them, see, okay, he did not hear to 64. When I move forward, oops, let's go back to 64. When I move forward to 63, I'm on the outside of 63. When I'm moving back to 63, I'm on the inside of 63. And that's one thing we got to take into account. The 9x19 VSN is detected at 60 meters. Let's go to the Scorpion next. How many do we have left? Scorpion and the Vector. Hey guys, we're almost done. That's good, because this is some tedious stuff right here, let me tell you. Scorpion at 62 meters. Forgot to put it on single shot. Scorpion at 61 meters. And let's move forward to 60. I'm looking forward to getting all this data at the end. Scorpion was detected at 60 meters. I want to test that kind of one more time. Alright guys, Scorpion Evo 3, safe to say, is detected at 60 meters. Let's swap to the last one on the list. Guys, we're finally there. I'm really psyched because we made it all the way through this list. Vector at 61. Vector at 60 meters. Vector is detected at 60 meters. Let's try this again at 60. We were heard at 60 meters. Let's try it at Let's try it at 61 meters again and move forward. Vector at 60. Sorry, that was Vector at 61. This is Vector at 60. Suspected. So the Vector 45 is detected at 60 meters. Now let's go ahead and go to our weapons, make sure we got everything. So guys, that's all of the SMGs. Now let's have a look at the data. Alright guys, and I'm glad that's over. I know for you it was only a little over 11 minutes, but for me that was over an hour or so. I'm glad I was able to edit it down nice and short. So let's go over some of the results here. It looks like there's really two categories of sound reduction, you know, the levels where they detect you. Now I did measure the MP5 was 61 meters, the MP7 was 59, but it kind of looks like we got two categories, and those are 68 meters and 60 meters. And I wasn't surprised to see that. I've seen that same trend in some other stats. For instance, in bullet drop, I've tested bullet drop in assault rifles, although I've not made a video of that yet. And there's really only two kinds of bullet drop across all the assault rifles. And it's kind of looking like it might be that way for sniper rifles as well as some other things that I'm going to reveal in some future videos. So I'm not surprised to see there's really only two levels of the noise reduction. Nonetheless, this wasn't a waste, because there is definitely some SMGs that are louder than others, and so now we know. I had a viewer ask me what is the quietest SMG, and I myself was curious, and so now I'm really glad to see that there is kind of a clear difference. And so, alright guys, so I hope this data was useful. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to tell me in the comments below what you think. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. And guys, as always, I appreciate people who subscribe to the channel for new content, because I'm always doing stuff like this and exploration and lore and pretty much everything I can think of on this game. So I hope you like the content, and if you do, please subscribe. Guys, it's been a pleasure. My name is Darkdally. I will catch you all next time.